to welcome every single one of you on this call. You know, it's absolutely super exciting to have you on here. You know, this is a call that we do for our ladies to inspire, to impact every single 2 weeks on a Friday. And we like to mix it up once in a while. So, you know, sometimes you might have sometimes we might have ladies from different countries and cities speaking on here about their experience, financial empowerment. And sometimes I'll come on here and I will do a slot on goals and mindset and motivation. So tonight's call is actually an interesting one because I wanted to really get everyone's juices reflowing. And what do I mean by that? Well, basically for the last sort of few weeks, coming on to maybe even a month, we've had quite a lot of negativity out there with what's going on. And I wanted to come on here and basically share something with you that I feel is really powerful. It's something that's actually helped me a lot, especially when I'm looking at, reflection, when I'm looking at the reflection of my personal, my professional, my financial, my relationship goals. And I'm thinking, do you know what? I want to be bigger, better, stronger. How can I achieve that? What can I do? And the best way to do that is actually self-evaluate, self-reflect. And this is why I wanted everyone's pads and pens out, because I did this call actually at the beginning of 2020, and we are officially in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter even of this year of 2020. So I thought I'd time it perfectly. Today's the last Friday in March. It's the 27th, and it's also the last Friday of the first quarter in 2020. And you know, some of you will be it'll be interesting for you actually doing this, because you will have actually already done this exercise when we first started it this year. But I thought, let me try it again. Let me do it again, because some of the goals that you might have written down might need some, they might need editing, they might need reviewing. And you know what? I really liked what the beginning of that video said. It said, I've even written it down, the future belongs to those people that believe in the power of their dreams. Feel free to write that down. The future belongs to those people who believe in the power of their dreams. How many of us are still dreaming? How many of us are still goal setting? How many of us are still going out there and writing things down? You know, as mothers, as women, as maybe even, housewives, working professionals, we basically have a story. We basically have our own goals that we want to fulfill. And what I wanted to do today was basically put some music on and get you really thinking about your goals. So I've got a list here of goals. So in the next 20-25 minutes, we're actually going to go through them. I'm not going to ask anyone to share, but I want you to write this down, because these self-reflecting moments, these 20-30 minutes we have together, I really look forward to them. I treasure these calls so much, because it's a platform where we can basically relate and reflect. So I'm going to play some music in the background, and hopefully that's not too loud, but you can still all hear me, okay? And obviously if you want to communicate, then you can put that in the chat box, no problem. But please have your pens and pads ready, because I'm going to be asking you some questions and getting you to write them down and reflect. This is a reflecting exercise tonight, okay? So, first question, you ready? Get your pads and pens out, we're starting. So question number 1, what have I achieved this year so far that has made me happy? That's your first question, ladies. What have I achieved this year in 2020 so far that has made me happy? And it can be anything. Personal, professional, maybe your health. So these are not just goals related to your business. It could be something personal. What have you done this year? Could be for yourself, for your family, that's made you happy, that's made you proud. Question 2, what could I have done better so far this year? What could I have done better in the last 3 months? Have a think. Could be maybe going to the gym a bit more, looking at certain health things, spending more time with children. Maybe applying for that job that you really wish you could have done. Maybe devoting more time to your business. Maybe taking a chance or an opportunity. What could you have done better in these last 3 months? Question number 3. What am I grateful for right now? The media has made us really, really negative out there with what's going on. And we have so much to be grateful for. We have so much to be grateful for. So what are you grateful for right now? Right now, at this present moment, what are you grateful for? Is it your health? Is it your wealth? Your children? Your family? The fact that you have a shelter over your head? We have food. We are with our loved ones. What are you grateful for right now? If you've got more than one thing, write it down. Question number 4. What are my personal goals for 2020? You might, for those of you that have been on this call before, you will have written down certain goals. So are you on track for achieving them? What are your personal goals for 2020? And again, it can be related to anything. Write it down. Maybe one of the best things that's coming out of this time that we're going through is that we have the luxury, or we have more time, because we're at home. We have more time to self-reflect, to give ourselves more time, to give ourselves more energy, to be more grateful. So what are our personal goals for 2020? The next one's an interesting one, and I'm sure you'll like it. Question number 5. What would I experience in life if time and money were no issue? What would I experience in life if time and money were no issue? So you have all the time in the world and you do not worry about money. You have plenty of money. You have an abundance of money coming in every single week, every single month. So now what I've done is I've taken the limitations off of time and money. What are you going to do? What would you be doing right now if time and money were no object? And it could even be going for a spa, going away with your partner or family, traveling the world, giving to charity, even personal things like painting or, cooking, or I do more baking. Maybe write a book. You could write your own novel. What would you be doing if time and money were no object? Question number 5. What does success look like for you? So you can write down, what does success look like for me? What is the definition of success to you? If you were deemed successful, your name was on a plaque or a poster or a banner, and you were thinking, you know what, that's me, that's my success. What does success look like for you? Maybe it could be time and money freedom. Maybe it could be having that full family, traveling more. When you see yourself as that woman, when you see yourself as, wow, when you look in the mirror, who do you see? Do you see your future self? Who do you see? Do you see that woman that's talking and walking on stage, that's sharing her story? Have you got that, the hair done? Have you got your makeup done? Are you wearing that dress that when you walk on stage, your children, your partner, your family, they're cheering you on? Maybe success could just be, spending more time with your loved ones. That is the definition of success, time. Because guess what? We can always earn more money, but we can never buy back our time. Every day, every single one of us on the planet is withdrawing from our time ATM. We are withdrawing from our time ATM because we can never get that back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Once this month is over, it's over. Once this year, it's over, it's over. So you've got to decide, what does the definition of success look like for you? Question number 6. What things must I do this year? What things must I do? These are the things that I must do consistently. So these are factors, things that you can do to help yourself consistently. Let me give you some examples. Eat more healthy. So you can do things relating to health. Things I must do. I must have a smoothie or a fresh juice 3-4 times a week. I must exercise. I must write my book. Things I must do this year. I must finish the IM Academy. I must finish that. I must learn a new strategy. I must make this business work. I must get to Platinum 1000. I must get to Platinum 2000. I must learn things that you must do this year. What is it this year that you need to do to make it a successful, abundant 2020? Maybe reading 10 pages or 5 pages of a really positive personal development book every day. I personally love reading. I do 10 pages a day. That's something that's one of my musts. I must read 10 pages a day. Because just like we shower every day and we wash our bodies, we need to wash our minds. We need to, absorb our minds with good, positive information. And that's going to come from books. That's going to come from audios. That's going to come from talking to the right people. So what must I do? It could be I must talk to or speak to more positive people. We got 4 more because we're going all the way to number 10. But number 7 is things I must not do, or things that I need to avoid. So maybe you might need to avoid waking up late in the mornings, or it could be gossiping less. What must you do? What must we do? Or sorry, what mustn't we do this year, things that we need to avoid. So it could be maybe drinking too much, some of our vices that we might like to do, gossiping, staying away from, negative people or hanging around with more positive people. So things that you want to avoid doing this year. So you've got your must-dos and your must-nots. Even a simple exercise, when I did this last time, someone was saying to delete the numbers of people that they have no, influence in their life anymore. Then their phone is just cluttered up with random contacts they don't even know. And some of them could even be negative people that you need to say, you know what? I'm done with this baggage. I don't need it. I must delete 2 to 3 numbers or 10 numbers a week and get rid of that baggage. Because 2020 is my year, not anyone else's. It's my year. It's your year. You get to decide who's in your life and who's not. You are the queens of your destiny. We are the queens of our lives, so we get to decide. Question number 8. It's a very, very powerful one. This is number 8, who must I mend relationships or mend a relationship with this year? Who must I mend a relationship or mend relationships with this year? Sometimes it happens that someone might have said something or something has happened that's really hurt us. And we are forgiving those people, not for them, it's for us. Because when we operate from abundance, from gratitude, from letting things go, you're doing it for you, not for that person. So who do we need to mend a relationship with this year? Question number 9. What do others most admire in you? What do others most admire in you? Is it your sense of humor? Is it your ambition? Is it your gratitude? Is it that you empower them, you lift them, you inspire them, you motivate them? Is it that when they speak to you or when you speak to them, well, we're talking about you actually, so when they speak to you, they feel good. If your friend was talking about you right now, if your best friend, if your sister, they were talking about you right now, what would they say? What do others most admire about you? All good things, all happy things, all amazing things. Write them down. I am positive, happy, ambitious, grateful. I'm funny. I'm inspiring, charismatic. I really uplift people. I help people. Are you helpful? Do you go out of your way to do things for other people? Are you someone that shows appreciation? So what would someone say about you? What do others admire in you? And every single lady on this call should have their list full of phrases, because I'm sure you guys, you girls, ladies, sorry, you ladies are amazing. Last one. Last point, number 10. In 2020, In 2020, I will, as in you will, I will continue to be ... fill in the blanks. In 2020, I will continue to be... write it down. Maybe it could be dreaming bigger. Maybe for those of you that don't hardly get time to yourselves, I will continue to make more time for myself. You might be a mother on this call, or a wife, or a daughter-in-law, feeling, you know what, I do everything for everyone else. So for 2020, I will continue to create more time for myself. I will make a point to go on a spa every month. That's so important, that quality time for ourselves. I will continue to be helpful. I will continue to lead by example. I will be a humble servant to my team. What will you do? What will you continue to do for you this year in 2020? So that's basically the end of our 10 questions, the end of our 10 questions. And hopefully this has given you a chance to really write down what you wanted to write down. And maybe you've been wanting to do this for quite some time, but you've never had a chance. And this is why I love these calls, because they really give us a chance to sit ourselves down and self-reflect. Remember, protect your eye gate and your ear gate to what's going on out there. I do appreciate there's a lot of pandemic and negativity on the news, but just remember, we need to continue being the best versions of ourselves to help support the loved ones around us. Because every woman on this call, you're a sister, you're either a wife, you're a daughter-in-law, you're a daughter, you're a mother, you're a grandmother. Everybody's got an identity on this call, and we've got to remain strong for us and for our loved ones and our families. We've got to do it for us, and that's it. And do you know what the best thing is? Energy comes from you. Energy comes from you. Think about the best day that you've had in your life, or maybe not even in your life is quite a big thing, but I mean, maybe this year. And I can guarantee you the energy around you and from within you was really, really big. It's a fact. When we are feeling good, that's when the magic happens. So I wanted to get on this call. The purpose of tonight was to make you feel good about you, because you're all great, phenomenal women, and I really respect you. I rate you. I love you. I love the fact that you're supporting these calls. There is so much greatness in us and what we can do, but it all stems from us. Because right now, in this environment, we're feeling good. We've got the music playing and everything feels nice. But I tell you, when this call switches off and we're back in the environment and the kids and the husband and the family and everything's going on again, we go back to that same environment. But what we can change is our perception, our love, our gratitude, our energy, because that's where it all stems from. Trust me, really, really focus on those 10 questions tonight. If you didn't manage to finish the answers, spend another 5-10 minutes after this call just going through it and writing down what you want to accomplish. We don't know how long we're going to be in for. We don't know how long we're going to have to stay at home for, but this is our chance to be the best of us. You know what? If we can't go out, it's okay. We are still with our families. We are still with our loved ones. We still have a roof over our head. We've still got food. We've got everything. We've got so much to be grateful for. So much to be grateful for. And you know what? We've got to rise. We've got to be great and be the best of us, because that is what is going to make the world a better place. Being the best of you, giving, being grateful, giving love, just everything you've got. Really help and support those ones around you, and make 2020 your year, because it's not over yet. And it's sad actually, because a lot of people have given up They've thought to themselves, okay, you know what? There's so much craziness out there. We might as well write this year off. And I remember hearing that thinking, what are you saying? No, we've got a chance to shine. We've just entered the beginning of the decade. We've got to appreciate. We've got to give gratitude. We've got to give thanks. We've got to continue these morning routines, these gratitude journals, which I highly recommend, by the way. Get a gratitude journal where you can, even if it's just a plain book, and write down every morning when you get up, write down what you are grateful for. Because that's your energy that you're giving to the first thing in the morning. You're giving grace, you're giving gratitude, you're giving appreciation for you and what's around you. Because trust me, energies are built through these rituals and routines. And again, you know what? I want to finish off by saying this. The future belongs to those people who believe in the power of their dreams. So keep wishing, keep going, ladies. And I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening. That's the end of the call. And let's meet same time in a couple of weeks. And let's do it. Thank you so much.